were discussing how some people say it's bad, but it has an 86 audience review. 86%.
Honestly, I take those odds over.
Yeah. And some people on Instagram have been criticizing this movie, but other than that, no. We were just literally talking about how Captain America, how people were dogging that movie, but it ended up being a damn good movie.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was good acting too.
Yeah. And earlier, I tried getting the Popeyes meal, but for some reason didn't have it, even though it was literally on their billboard. Literally. And they still took my money. But they still had to give me something worth that money. So the Popeyes meal for Fnaf 2 was gonna be 3-piece tenders, cheesy bites, and a cupcake. Because you know how Chica always has that little cupcake in her hands? Yeah. It was gonna be that. They didn't have it, so I had to replace it with something else. I replaced it with fries and a cinnamon apple pie. and then the reason why I'm talking about this is because is it me or are Popeyes employees trained to be so freaking rude?
I don't know. I see what you're saying.
This cashier didn't even look at me when she handed me the food. She didn't even look at me. She was like, "Here."
I think it's the culture. This is like a lot of different restaurants, culture-wise. That's just how they.
I just know that if this was a Chick-fil-A, just know that they will not have that attitude at all because they would be fired. Because that's how Chick-fil-A employees are trained. Alright. So yeah, I guess it gives me an excuse to make a vlog a little longer because that's what I was originally going to do, was taste the meal, and that was going to be the whole vlog. They didn't have it, so it kind of just crashed the whole thing.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to pull up to a movie theater. We'll talk about this after we're done watching it. See you in the flip side. So we're back from the movie. You got anything to say?
Well,
actually, hang on. This is all spoilers, by the way.
This is a full spoiler review. So
yeah.
if you don't want spoilers, I would recommend to click off.
Yeah.
But,
So I mean, the movie's been out for a week. I mean, we're now just seeing it, but there was also a big audience. I was expecting it us to be like 3 people in there. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, there was a lot more people than I was expecting to be in there.
But okay, 3, 2, 1. What do you have to say?
Okay, so the movie definitely improved upon in terms of it being not necessarily scary, but it having that surprise factor. There was a lot more jump scares. There was a lot more of a horror element to it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, than the first one.
Yeah.
However, for me, like, of course, I don't really know the franchise as well as Eric does, so I couldn't really connect to some of the stuff, but it was kind of fun just, like, predicting some of the stuff that was happening. Like, I was like, 3, 2, 1, jump scared. It was perfect timing.
Horror movies are too predictable.
They're way too predictable.
They're way too predictable.
Like one lady had the fridge open, bam, like, I was like, she's behind the fridge, and lo and behold, bam, there you go, behind the fridge. So it's like, It's your typical horror movie. It ain't really nothing too special, of course.
Yeah.
And this was really just kind of like a setup movie, I feel like. Because nothing much really happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you picked up on this, but it was less of like story. It was kind of story, but it was more of just kind of like a setup for the next one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the third one is going to answer a lot of questions.
Yeah, and, I think that's why people have been dogging on it recently, because it didn't like set up anywhere. But I think the third one's definitely gonna like make people love FNAF 2, the movie.
I have a feeling the third one's gonna be the best in the franchise. I think.
Yeah.
I think the third one's gonna be the best, and it'll make people appreciate the second one, because watching that, I now understand and see why people didn't like this one.
But other than that, I enjoyed it.
What are your thoughts?
I will say this was definitely good. We just had to see for ourselves, because after all that week of all that negativity on its reviews, like 16%, really? Yeah. It's not a good start.
Yeah.
But it was definitely good. Like, I noticed all the Easter eggs and all those little details, like everything on it. And that mask, the mask.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I was like, okay, so he sat down. Spoiler, by the way. But yeah, he sat down in the office whenever they were trying to locate the rest of the animatronics when they got out.
Yeah.
And like when Chica found out about it and she activated the rest of the the rest of the backup prototypes and animatronics and stuff. Like, I was like, he's gotta put on the mask because they're gonna come for him. And lo and behold, there's that big old mask.
Yeah, and I'm surprised you remember that because you played some games.
I actually didn't play any of the games. I only watched. Well, I lied. It was back in elementary school.
Yeah,
I played a little bit of it, but it was one of those things where it's like you were either a punk or you played the Fnaf games. It was one of the two. There was no in between. Either you were a punk or you played the Fnaf games. So.
Yeah. Like, man, we had like ball, and I'm pretty sure we had balls of steel just to even watch FNAF.
Yeah.
Because I think we took turns like hand the iPad back and forth of playing FNAF.
Yes, we did actually.
But you remember the first game where there was doors, and the second game there was no doors. Actually, you had to wear that mask. And Foxy, oh my gosh! And yeah, spoilers by the way. And if you're mad at me, then I don't care.
Yeah, it's literally gonna say spoiler review. So
yeah, I'm gonna add that to the title too.
Yeah.
Foxy. Oh, the one thing about Foxy, and the reason why I call him the most douche animatronic, is because this dude, this dude in the first game, he runs to you. Like, you know how some of the animatronics take their time in getting to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this dude dashes towards you.
Yep.
And now in the second game, this dude does not get fooled by that mask. The only way to stop him is the flashlight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which he didn't have, so he had to. He shut down the system.
Yeah.
Which was saved his butt because bro was nearly cooked.
Oh, and Circus Baby, you did not know that animatronic, the clown that was in the closet.
Yeah.
So yeah, she appears in the fifth game, Final Freddy's sister location.
Mm-hmm.
She in the game wise, she was Abden's youngest daughter, or his only daughter.
Yeah.
And then Michael Abden would have been his oldest son.
Yeah.
And there's also a middle child, but no one's ever really figured out his name. I think it's Evan, if I have to guess. I think Evan's the final answer, but it's changed a lot. But yeah, so that was Circus Baby. I don't know why she appeared in the closet. She didn't really do anything. But maybe that's for the third movie.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's for the third. Because like I said, this movie is really like a setup movie. You're going to watch it and want more by the end. Because like the ending came so abruptly. Like it ended at his house, which is the last place you would expect something. Then you remember you had that event that was going on, the Fazbear event.
Yeah.
There was no build up to that whatsoever.
No.
So in terms of like the setting and what was going on in the movie, there really wasn't anything. It was just a piggyback off of the first one. And also now Mike is kind of pissed off at what was her name? Vanessa.
Yeah.
So
by the way, in the game, her real name is Elizabeth.
Really?
Yeah, Abden's daughter. Her real name's Elizabeth. But Vanessa is one of the newer people in the franchise. So I think they went along with that name. Because Vanessa in game appears in Security Breach. But I guess. Wait, what?
It went dark. I thought it was going to.
No. I mean, I just lowered the brightness just in case my notification popped up.
Oh.
It ruined people's experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Henry. You remember Henry?
Henry.
The one that we saw, that Charlotte's dad.
Charlotte. Yeah.
And I wish they would reveal this in the movie, but I guess post credits better than nothing.
Right.
He revealed himself that he was, partners with William Abden, like they worked together at some point.
He was a business partner.
Yeah. Yeah. In game, he's the CEO. Like he created the whole thing. And you saw in Vanessa's nightmare about how he was wearing that. How in his room he had all them like electronics and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he built the animatronics. Afton did.
Yeah.
And Circus Baby was also one of them.
Yeah.
And then, oh my goodness, and the ending song, It's Been So Long, the one you heard in the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song was actually made by a YouTuber.
Really?
Yeah. So a YouTube song got on the big screen. That's twice that's happened.
Yeah. By the way, the YouTuber that was in the movie for the second time was Corey again.
Yeah.
He made a second appearance.
and then Matt Pat voiced it, Toy Bonnie. I couldn't really tell. They definitely did a good job covering up. But if you watch some credits, Toy Bonnie was listed under Matthew Patrick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really cool. So we had two YouTubers. I was waiting for a Markiplier cameo.
He's going to be in the third one, I guarantee.
Probably guarantee. And they did.
He's definitely going to be in the third one.
Yeah.
Because like
he has to be. He single-handedly made Fnaf popular.
Yeah.
I mean, there was other guys that helped with that, but
Right.
Markiplier alone, his first Fnaf video is sitting over 100 million views.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. I would give the movie probably a 7 out of 10.
I'm right with you.
I give it a 7.
Yeah.
I was originally gonna go 7.5, but for me, it's just the story of the movie is something I think is what causes it to come down a little bit, because there isn't really much of a story and there isn't much going on in the movie as far as like the setting and what's going on around it. Most of it is just kind of piggybacking off of what was in the first film. And I mean, you got to go to the original Freddy's Pizza location, which that was pretty cool. But besides that, and also the first act was just very slow.
Yeah.
The first act, I almost fell asleep. I can't even lie. But I knew I had to lock in and stay up. But the first act was very slow. It kind of picked up when those kids went inside the pizza place. That's when it started to pick up. And from there, it was pretty action-packed the rest of the way. So I can't really complain too much. But yeah, the story's kind of weak a little bit, and the setting could be better. But other than that, like, not too bad.
Yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, and Charlotte's her motive was actually pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, because and literally in the beginning of the movie, you see her trying to get the adults' attention, but obviously they didn't care enough to help the poor child.
Right.
So she went in there by herself.
Yeah.
But it costed her life.
Exactly.
She got stabbed.
And I will say they did a great job with making you think that she made it out, because she made it out just fine until she falls, she screams, she falls, and then bam, you see the blood. You see the stab marks on her back.
Yeah.
Because she was like right there at the door too. So that was a pretty cool scene. I can't lie. It made me a little bit invested.
And her character
started.
And her character is like it almost matches with the game, because her motive was to go after William the whole day. The whole throughout the whole series is just her goal.
Yeah.
And protecting the children that he killed along the way.
Yeah.
So that was basically her whole motive, and I think that they almost completed that motive in the game.
The old animatronics, the ones from the first movie that helped them kill William in the first film, they came back, but then they died shortly after.
Yeah, which is a little too soon, because in FNAF 3, 30 years later after the first Five Nights at Freddy's event, is when the souls of the dead children were set to peace.
Yeah.
Set free.
So it is a little soon, so we'll have to see how that pans out in the future. I'm sure they're working on a third film right now, but we probably won't get that movie till 2027, 2028.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, that's pretty much all the reviews, and I think that's gonna be it for this entire video.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. You heard it here.
Tell us what you think. Tell us what you thought about it.
Yeah. Now see y'all in the next one.